Hi, welcome to SGT University. I am Dr. Sachin Chand from Faculty of Dental Sciences. Today we will be learning about health information systems. Health information is an integral part of national health system. It is a basic tool of management and a key input for the progress of any society. It is considered that no country at the present time has a constructed system of health information. So let's start with the definition of health information system. It is a mechanism for the collection, processing, analysis and transmission of information required for organizing and operating health services and also for research and training. So at the end of this lecture, you will be able to know about what is a health information system and its various sources. First, difference between data and information. Data, discrete observations of attributes or events collected from operating healthcare systems. Information, when data reduced, summarized and adjusted for variations such as age and sex of population so that comparisons over time and place are possible. Transformation of information should be done in such a way that it produces intelligence. So next, what is a health information system? Characteristics. It should be population based. It should avoid the unnecessary agglomeration of data. It should be problem oriented. It should employ functional and operational terms. It should express information briefly and imaginatively. It should make provision for the feedback of data. Components: demography and vital events, environmental health statistics, health status, mortality, morbidity, disability and quality of life, health resources, facilities, beds, manpower, utilization and non-utilization of health services like attendance, admissions, waiting list, financial statistics, cost and expenditure. Uses of health information system: to measure health status of people and to quantify their health problems, for local, national and international comparison of health status, for planning, administration and effective management of health services and programs, for assessing health services whether effective and efficient or not, for evaluating the attitude and degree of satisfaction among beneficiaries, for research purpose. So the next we will see the various sources of health information system. Census, registration of vital events, sample registration system, notification of disease, hospital records, disease registers, record linkage, epidemiological surveillance, health service records, environmental health data, health manpower statistics, population surveys and other routine statistics related to health. In the next few frames, I will discuss the various sources in detail one by one. First, census. Important source of health information taken in most of countries at regular intervals, usually of 10 years. Last census was held in India in 2011. Function of census is to provide demographic information such as total count of population by age and sex and also their social and economic indicators, for example, conditions under which they are living and working. Drawback: results not available quickly. Second, registration of vital events. Complete and accurate registration of vital events can serve as a reliable source of health information. It includes registration of live birth, deaths, fetal deaths, marriages, divorces, adoptions, legitimations, recognitions, annulments and legal separations. Government of India promulgated Central Birth and Death Registration Act. Time limit set for registration by 21 days. Lay reporting, that is, health workers employed to record such events of community. Third, sample registration system. It provides reliable estimates of birth and death rates at the national and state level. It is a dual record system consisting of continuous enumeration of events by an enumerator and an independent survey every 6 months by an investigator supervisor. This half-yearly survey provides more basic information regarding age-specific fertility, mortality rates. Fourth, notification of disease. Notification is a valuable source of morbidity data, that is the incidence and distribution of certain specified disease. It informs about fluctuations in disease frequency and also warning about new occurrences or outbreak of disease. Limitation includes underreporting and non-recognition of atypical and subclinical cases. Fifth, hospital records. Hospital data constitute a basic and primary source of information about disease prevalent in the community. It provides data about diagnosis, medical, surgical procedures, duration of stay, cost of care, association between different disease, found to be of great value in planning of healthcare services, whereas drawback are that it includes only those patients who seek medical care, subclinical cases always missed, and population served cannot be defined. Sixth, disease registers. A register requires that a permanent record be established, that the cases be followed up, and the basic statistical tabulations be prepared both on frequency and on survival. Morbidity registers are a valuable source for duration of illness, case fatality, and survival. It allows follow-up of patients and continuous account of frequency of disease in the community. Seventh, record linkage. It is about bringing together records relating to one individual or to one family, the records originating in different times or places. It helps to study association between diseases. Eighth, epidemiological surveillance. Particular disease that are endemic, special control or eradication programs have been instituted. For example, national disease control programs against tuberculosis. Therefore, surveillance systems often set up to report on occurrence of new cases and efforts to control disease. Example, immunizations. Ninth, health service records. Records of hospital outpatient departments, primary health centers, private practitioners, mother and child health centers, and school health records also provide lot of information. Such data generated by these records are mostly kept for administrative purposes rather than for monitoring. 10th, environmental health data. It provides data on various aspects of air, water, noise pollution, industrial toxicants, inadequate waste disposal, and other aspects of population explosion and consumption of material goods. This data is helpful in identification and quantification of factors causative of disease. 11th, health manpower statistics. It includes information regarding number of physicians, pharmacists, veterinarians, hospital nurses, and technicians by age, sex, specialty, and place of work. Such records maintained by the state medical, dental, nursing councils, and directorates of medical education. 12th, population surveys. A health information system should be population based. Health surveys are done related to any aspect of health, morbidity, mortality, or nutritional status. Types of health survey are surveys for evaluating health status of population involving distribution and diagnosis of disease over time and space. Surveys investigating factors affecting health and disease helps to study etiology and risk factors. Surveys related to administration of health services. Types of health survey methods: health interview, that is face-to-face survey, health examination survey, health records survey, mailed questionnaire survey. Data must be gathered under standardized conditions and collection should be limited to need or interest. 13. other routine statistics related to health. Additional information must be collected regarding demographic like population density, movement and education level, economic like consumption of goods such as tobacco, domestic coal, sales of drugs, per capita income and unemployment data, social security schemes, medical insurance schemes to study occurrence of illness in insured people. So, at the end, the conclusion is that better and stronger health information system can resolve inadequacies in health systems. Awareness of the importance and components of a health information system is a prerequisite to all those involved with its activities. Self-assessment of health information system is necessary for its strengthening and use for better decisions and better health. So, today we covered health information system, and in our next lecture we will be studying about another important topic in the field of public health dentistry. Keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.